We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Bart, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. There he goes, right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Second and a couple. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. No room to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys else. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Touchdown. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Try to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a throw here to his running back. Still moving. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And on the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 57 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I believe in you, D. I believe in you. Go defense! Let's go defense! Let's go defense!
Watson now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Watson. That's going to be caught, and he'll be out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Mixon with a 1st down carry. 5 yards yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The pass out complete to Sutton, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That is good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close. Turnover there in the end zone. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Powering his way forward.
And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Pick it up.
The Browns send out their punter now. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Running left, it's Mixon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Joe Mixon
as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half.
And it's blocked. The Browns have it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd down and 6 now.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And bulldozing his way through. Still fighting for more.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now an even 30. After the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On second and a long way to go. Watson throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the interception, here's Watson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you can.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back now to Denver. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. pass is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. In motion left goes Watson. Watson now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run with Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
Broncos get it? I think so, yes. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Here we go.
They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
2nd and 14. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third and long. It's Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shot.